WRB-TV Houston Texans. This is the Houston season preview with Cenk Jenkins on 107.4. The Tex.
3rd and 10. Garvin in the pistol. Aaron set back to the left. He takes the snap. The pocket holds. He's going deep. Leggett goes up the ladder and gets it. Oh, what a grab.
Good evening and welcome back, Houston. Football has arrived. I've been waiting for this for so long. I've been wanting to get the taste of last season out of my mouth, and I finally have some hope. We fired the coach from last year. We brought in an entirely new staff, and I think these boys are ready. But before we move on, my producers are telling me that we need to at least acknowledge the past. 1-16, the worst record in franchise history. This team fell way below expectations. We've got guys that have been drafted high. We've got guys that were coming back from injuries, and none of it mattered. Delance Garvin, the first pick from 3 years ago, he just hasn't developed. He's got no arm. It's a total noodle. He might be able to hit the short pass, but if he throws it past 15 yards, he's throwing it to the other team. His best receiver, Nick Leggett, don't get me wrong. I appreciate everything he's done for this franchise. But those 1,000-yard seasons feel a long time ago. He's lost a step, maybe two. And I mean, he can make people miss and he can catch the ball, but he's just not the same player. Monte Herron came back from his knee injury, and man, that injury was brutal. And you could tell. He just didn't have the same burst. He couldn't get past anyone. I mean, through the tackles, he's fine. He's got that huge body, so obviously he's going to bust through there. But when you send it to him on the outside, he's got no moves. And finally, the defense. It's just atrocious. They suck. There's no way around it. The only guy on the defense that stands out at all is Donnie Banogu. I mean, he's huge. He clogs up the middle, but he gets no push in the pass rush. And their defensive backs are non-existent. They get torched. All right, that's it with the past. Gnarly Schmegman, hired in the offseason, he developed a true program at Richmond. And now we got him. He brought in a couple coordinators with him, and boy, do they have their work cut out for him.
Man, I don't even look at the tape from last year. We getting here in camp and we just gonna grind. It's what I done my whole career. We just grind.
Schmegman's got away with words, doesn't he? I mean, he's quite the talker. All right. When we come back, we're going to introduce you to all the new guys to Houston, and I am jacked up about their first pick.
Cenk Jenkins on 107.4 The Tex.
When's the last time you and the missus had some time to yourselves?
Mom, I gotta go to school.
It's always pick up or drop off time at school.
Dad, I have to go to ballet right now.
Or from that little weirdo Timmy's house.
No, I don't like him.
You deserve a night out. And with the new iBabysitter, you could never return from your trip to get cigarettes, and your rascals wouldn't even miss you.
Mommy, where's Daddy?
The iBabysitter takes your little angels and turns them into little vegetables. With the most mindless of children's entertainment. They'll stare, they'll drool, they'll stop asking you if they can have another goddamn Snickers bar. With next day shipping, order the iBabysitter today, and you won't have to deal with those little shits tomorrow.
Back to the Houston season preview. Here's Cenk Jenkins on 107.4 The Tex.
With the first pick in the Retro Bowl draft, Houston selects Kyler Savage, wide receiver, Texas Tech.
Tech is in the gun here. Texas brings the pressure. Savage is running the go route and he beats his man. He's got the grab. There he goes. Savage to the house. Tech takes the lead.
That's right. This kid is in Houston. The name says it all. Kyler Savage is exactly that. Dude is 6'3", 225 pounds, all muscle. You put him anywhere on the field, he can make people miss, he'll break tackles, and he's got hands. He absolutely smoked Texas in the Daisy Bowl, and he took it to Baylor in the big championship. The only knock on Savage is he loses concentration sometimes. Some of those deep balls fly over his head. Sometimes his routes aren't the crispest. But man, I could not be more excited to have a brand new weapon in Houston. In the second round, Houston addressed another need. And not only that, the best player on the board, Ted Ayupati, safety from Florida State. And man, he brings the lumber. Oh man, I can't wait to see some of these hit sticks. Houston badly needed an upgrade in the backfield, and Ayupati's first-round talent. Some experts may be worried about his potential, but he brings everything to the field. He's got speed, he's got size, and he's got coverage abilities. And Houston's final pick in the draft this year is a little bit of a heartbreaker for me because it comes at the cost of Monte Herron. His run in Houston is over, and I really do think it's about time, but it'll be sad to see him go. Enter Jamal Locke, running back from Marshall, the speedster. Slipped to the third round. Could have been a second-round pick in my opinion because the dude's got wheels. The highlights against Virginia Tech were just nuts. But we all know why he slipped to the third round. The fumbles are a huge issue. So we'll see if we can get him in the camp, teach him some ball security, and hopefully he'll hold on to the rock. All right, let's get a quick call in here before we gotta go. I got Thomas on the line here. Thanks for calling, Thomas.
Yeah, thanks for taking my call, Cenk. Long time listener, first time caller.
Welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, I moved into town long way back, but I just want to know, you think they're gonna regret not drafting Abraham Cousins?
Oh, you mean the defensive lineman from Ohio State?
Yeah, I mean, he stopped to run, he could pass rush, and now we gotta see him in Jacksonville.
Oh, I know, but we couldn't take Savage if we took him.
Yeah.
You gotta score points to win games.
Yeah, all right, man. Thanks for taking my call, Cenk.
All right, thanks for the call, Thomas. That's it for me. Thanks for listening, everybody. I had a blast. We got the season opener coming up next at Jacksonville. You can catch all the action right here on the Tex, or you can watch it on our sister station, RBTV. I'm Cenk Jenkins. This has been the Houston season preview on 107.4 The Tex.
Garvin's gonna throw it as he gets hit and delivers a strike.
Football has arrived.
Oh, with more broken tackles, and he is gone. There's 6 for Jacksonville.
Can we get some F's in the chat for that safety? My gosh.
Houston comes in with a revamped roster full of some youth.
We fired the coach from last year. We brought in an entirely new staff.
Meeting with the media in the locker room. Long time listener, first time caller.
Could have been a second-round pick in my opinion because the dude's got wheels.
We're set for the kickoff of the new Retro Bowl season.
With the first pick.
We got the season opener coming up next.
The preceding has been a presentation of Retro Sport Radio. This broadcast is copyrighted for the public use of our audience. Please like and subscribe.